All right, y'all. What up? It's been like a frickin' long ass time, like over a month since I've been on here. Busy, very busy. Putting in a lot of hours of work. Haven't been able to make art like I wanted to, but yeah, been into the changes, the chrysalis stage, I suppose. Um, yeah, on the 18th of last month, I think it's 18th. Yeah, June 18th. So we're week 5 out from my official surgery. I had a bariatric sleeve did for myself. Uh, so yeah, busy as hell. One of the things I will say is um, week 5. No, get out of here. Go, 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 go away. Go. Mm-mm. Go. I'm not going to do that. All right. So the dogs continue to demand attention when I'm actually putting attention to someplace else. If I wasn't doing shit, they wouldn't want anything from me. Um, but seeing as I'm actually engaging with something, they figure that's a jealousy issue that they have to foist upon me. So, yeah, I just shoot a little squirrel dog away because until this moment, she was content. She was laying down. She was contemplating life. And then she came over here and she stunk my general area up with the desperation. Um, yeah, so now she's laying down. She'll probably get a snack after this. Um, I know not how long I'm going to be on tonight. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I'm going to do any artwork. I haven't been able to really think through artwork. My job has been very high demand, and I know I have to core out some time to make some projects happen. I've got a lot that I do want to do, but life being what it is right now and adjusting to what I did. Just a quick explanation if somebody is just happening on by. Bariatric sleeve is where they cut out roughly 80% of your stomach, uh, of the organ, and they just kind of shrink it up, make it so that it has nowhere near the capacity that it regularly would. And it is supposed to help people treat um, their obesity, which I definitely still am. This is going to be quite a trip. But I can tell in my face already that it's noticeable, the difference. What else is noticeable on my face is this fucking zit that just decided to show up. And that's incredible to me because being a gentleman of the fourth decade into life, I was not thinking that I would have to put up with that. But what the shit? So that's a surprise, but I guess I can take that in consolation with the fact that in now my 5th week post surgery, I'm right at about the 60-pound mark. As a matter of fact, I'll probably hit 60 pounds tomorrow. Um, Now, I'm not going to say it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, there are things that are fantastic about it. Um, I mean, I don't think I realized how unhealthy uh, I was. Just convinced myself that swollen feet were going to be the norm for a guy my weight, which they probably are. But um, it's not just fat in your feet, in your ankles, in your shins. That's indicative of a circulation problem. It's indicative of heart failure, the beginning stages of heart failure. And I don't think I want to roll that way. Um, but this 5 weeks out, I think within the second week, my of just not eating really hardly anything, um, my calves have gone back to what would be a much more normal size. Uh, my feet are not swollen. It's been very revealing. And so I'm hoping that eventually, with this big lifestyle change, um, that it's going to pan out to have much more energy. And I do have a lot more energy. Um, I'm able to move around a lot better. I think that eventually I'm going to get to the point where I can go to work and then I can come home and exercise, do housework, and do my artwork. Like that's kind of what I'm shooting for. I do got a lot of prints and things like that I'm going to start selling. I partially set up my store. I still have to get it the rest of the way set up. And of course, I'm going to, make it so that I can take commissions, but this kind of has to take priority first. It's just kind of the bittersweet of it because honestly, I think the way I was going, I probably had another 10 years tops. And that's kind of hard because when I was younger, I was a big guy, but I was athletic. I power lifted, and I had great blood pressure, great mobility. Um, Looked a lot better than I do right now. I was, built decent, but that kind of went away over time. Just as you age and kind of start wearing out, um, your body's going to tell you. And I think that's one of the other things is um, a lot of my body is getting a rest right now that it didn't have before. My digestive system is not working anywhere near as hard. My liver was swollen. It was oversized, which was normal for somebody my weight. But in a few weeks, I'll probably have that check. I'm expecting that to be in check. Kidneys were under strain. Heart most of all. And for the most part, feeling a lot better, sleeping a lot better, breathing a lot better, and that's where we're at. So I'm on track to hit goals, baby. One thing I will say that unexpectedly sucks, because I mentally prepared myself a lot to not be thinking of food the same way I used to. And that's been easy. What hasn't been easy is my tolerance for certain foods. A lot of people will go through kind of a time where they try to test the waters. I didn't want to do that early on. I mean, I've eaten some crackers. I tried a soft burrito from Taco Bell. That actually came up. That was the tortilla, and I maybe got a third of a way into it, but it was too much. And so the portion sizes that I can eat are drastically reduced. They're reduced even more than I expected. I eat cottage cheese, with maybe a little bit of jam or something on it. And my dudes, I can get like 2 or 3 tablespoons down. The rest of the time, I'm trying to fill with popsicles and liquids. I get my protein from protein drinks, and I'm almost to the end of my rope with protein shakes. Like, I don't want to. Honestly, I wake up every morning and I kind of dread having to drink a protein shake. So there's that. Um, but I'm supposed to eat about, well, consume, I should say, about 60 grams of protein per day. Otherwise, I could, risk losing more muscle mass than necessary. My body will catabolize it. Um, and I have lost some. That's, not deniable. I expected that. And I'm probably right now 5 weeks out to the point where I could start doing some resistance training. But I'm still adjusting to everything. And honestly, even like yesterday I was sick. I couldn't go to work. I had to use some sick time. And that's one of the unexpected drawbacks is that is the second time because the day before I went out gallivanting around swimming. Was out in the sun for quite a while. Took the daughters out and the grandbaby to one of their favorite places we used to go. I took them to a Chinese buffet. I didn't eat anything. The fellow that owned it just kind of gave me the side eye. I'm like, I can't eat anything anyway, man. Like, I medically can't eat anything there, so I'm gonna pay for them. And he's like, okay, you better not eat anything. I'm like, well, if I do, I'm gonna vomit. So we can guarantee that I'm not gonna do that. Um, but yeah, I kind of overdid it a little bit in the sun and not keeping up with my water and not getting enough popsicles and whatever that I didn't do affected me heavily the next morning. I woke up, had a headache, felt woozy, nauseous, and I think that's one of the things that kind of annoys me the most. It's not what I have to eat, it's of how I have to consume it because I've got such limited space in my stomach. Like, really, drinking water has become a chore, a real chore. Like, I would have to sip it pretty much all day to get the recommended, and I'm talking like every 15 minutes I would have to drink a certain amount in order to get down the recommended 64 ounces. Now, I can get it from other sources. One thing that I like to eat yogurt. Um, of course, the popsicles. I have sugar-free Jello that we haven't made in a while. I'll probably go for some of that. But even that, I mean, that has mass that hits the tummy and it expands it. And so that is kind of miserable in a way, having to kind of do the figuring on that. So that's the point we're at. But I have a positive outlook on what's going to happen. As you see, I have a blank sheet here. I'm going to be starting to go at, different pen and ink projects pretty soon. I want to try to put together a series of illustrations, and I think really my strong points, I've got a lot of strong points when it comes to art, but I want to try to focus on pen and ink, and I'm going to order some larger paper rolls that are, I think we're gonna go with the Strathmore 400 so that it can endure a bit of a beating, but they're going to be larger pieces, probably gallery size, that I'm going to go ahead and throw down some of my more imaginative stuff on. Now, I'm still going to do like the portraits and everything every now and then. I'm still going to do paint, but I think I want to focus on, just some projects I've had rattling around in my head to try to get it in there. I want to try to dial those in, get the things in my head out of my head, and just do what I need to make that happen. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of thought going into how to proceed from here. One thing that I do know is I really want to partner up with somebody on this because flat out it fucking sucks to set up a broadcast on my own every time. This takes a lot of effort. There's a whole lot of redundant shit. I'm rebroadcasting on 5 different platforms, and I tell you what, it takes an hour or better. I started setting up at 7:30 tonight, and I just got on what we're looking at. I'm actually gonna look at how much time I've got in. Well, it's not giving me the solid number. Oh, I've only been on for 20 goddamn minutes. How inefficient is that? So, me trying to make live art, and I know people are like, oh, well, you should just record videos. Like, well, then I don't get to do the interplay of all this ruckus here. You know, make the magic happen. I need to be able to speak with people. Sometimes people chime in, not very often, but you know, what you gonna do? Um, so yeah, but I will be doing live art. I just got to get the stuff ordered that I want to do it on, and I have to make a point of actually leaving the setup. Oh, and another thing, one of the app I use, this is Prism Live Studio, and Prism Live Studio, it's wonderful. Just the way that I want to broadcast, it takes forever to set up because I'm rebroadcasting and rebroadcasting. You know, I have several streams going. I've got Kick, I've got Twitch, I've got Facebook, Instagram, and I've also got my platform on Blue Sky. So those are all going at the same time. Now, there's more to reach. I had initially wanted to try to also get my Substack to go live, but that won't go live. Like, it blocks you out if you're trying to multi-stream. It only wants you to give it attention. Friggin' Substack whore. But you know, it's something I think I can figure out. I'll just have to, you know, put out the feelers for people who are down to get on the platforms. And we're gonna do the same stuff: artwork, little political commentary, little general middle finger to certain things and people and establishments, if you will. But I think right now I was doing a video on, of course, everything is politically, well, I shouldn't say everything is politically focused because it's a mixture of political stuff and guys customizing like old cars, turning them into shit. So, yeah, and I'm not sure if I want to go into any videos right now because they're all pretty, they pretty well piss me off. You know, the sad state of things, and there are great things happening, but there are truly awful things happening. And we'll get into that later, probably maybe tomorrow or the next day. I do intend on going full bore when I get back. This was just kind of a touchstone episode where I wanted to let people know, yes, I'm still around. Yes, life is moving forward, and I'm trying to take full advantage of it. but I do know that me wanting to do this as part of being or becoming an active and successful artiste, at least a working artist. Um, I want to have this under my belt too. So, in any case, I think I'm about ready to get on out of here. Oh, and I tell you what, that dehydration is a real thing because I haven't drank a single thing since I started this, and I'm starting to crack. My throat is dry as the riverbeds in North Africa. I should say other places in Arizona too. It's a dry batch, but I think I'm gonna call it for tonight and regroup and do a whole lot more tomorrow. Because, like I said, this was just to uh, do a bit of a touch, make sure that my stuff is still active and out there, and you know, as we progress, we're gonna make it happen all that we can, and I intend to tackle it in full. So, yeah. If you guys got any questions, suggestions, well wishing, let me know in the comments on my socials or hit me up in my messages, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But in any case, I hope everybody out there is staying safe and helping their communities out to stay safe as well, because we are in a bit of a time right now. And, eventually I'll be putting up, just repeating some resources that are available to people that are having the troubles specifically. So, all right, everybody stay safe. Thanks for tuning in if you did, which I don't think anybody did. But we'll reverse oh no that shit. Know what I mean? Uh, you guys have a good night.